Hey guys, it is Bailey from Divergent TV, and we are back with our second Cities Skylines 2 video. It took a little bit of time to get started today. I actually had to re-download the game because it just kept loading and crashing and loading and crashing. It was just a real pain to get going properly, but now we are back. We are at 775 population, and we also have a name for our city. It's a pretty funny one too. Let me get it pulled up. So in the last video, I said whoever has the comment with the most likes gets to name our city, and the Chronicles of K decided to name it Big Ol' Bitty City. So that is the name of our city that we are building, and that'll be the name for this season. So now that we have a name, let's get started in doing some cool things here. We are still a small village, so we do have some things to unlock today. We're going to get to large village today, and we're going to work on some of our farm zones and get some industry set up. But first off, we are gonna have to do a little bit more zoning just to give our citizens what they need. We definitely need some more commercial placed in here, so let's get some of that. I think just on these two strips will be great, and it'll serve this area very well. And then we also need to get more commercial zoning, so let's just use the spots we have there to get those built. Alright, it also looks like we're going to need to build some more residential, and we do have some medium housing, as we do have some built here. What's going on here? Waiting for a hearse. I'm pretty sure that one just showed up. Perfect. Oh, this game runs so smoothly. I upgraded to a 2080 Super, so the graphics card is a lot better, and our population is growing quite considerably, which is great to hear. We're just about, we're $3,000 in the hole right now, which isn't terrible. Our taxes are fine. We don't have any loans out yet. So what we're going to do is we are going to start building in this area over here. I'm going to take our zone tool and I'm just going to zone these areas. What I don't want to do though is I don't want to zone back here. I don't want that because we're going to do some business zoning over there. But what we can do is zone these areas right here, and we're going to fill both of those sections, and then we're also going to grab here. We're going to just delete these for the time being because they are not there right now, and we're going to make sure these areas are zoned. So we got some more zoning in. We will have some more commercial built in due time, as well as some housing being worked on right now, which is amazing. We just hit a population of 1,072, which is great in Big Ol' Bitty City. It is 9 degrees, and it is July of 2023. Something I would like to do is start placing some trees, and I want to look at some of our design tools that we have. That is quite a big zone to do. Let's go to about 60. Brush strength, and let's start filling in some of these zones. So now that we've hit large village, we got to get to grand village, which is 8,300 XP. That'll give us more loans. That'll give us quite a few more things to do: policies, transportation overview, low rent housing, low rent district offices, and a few more things that'll be very nice to have unlocked. But what we are going to do is we are going to dive into our farming zones, which are right here. We're going to have to unlock some fertile land, and it looks like we have a big chunk right in this corner. So what I would like to do is I'd like to use my development points. We're going to have to put a highway interchange here, and then we can actually build the farm zone. We could build one on each side of the highway, or we buy a few tiles down like so. We can connect our highway interchange over here and build an intercity section through there. I think that's what we are going to end up doing. So now that we have our farming area unlocked and power moved, we're going to need to get a little bit of a highway interchange going. And I know that we have to get those through development points. We need to get to intersections right here, which means we're going to need to spend quite a few of our skilled points to get there. We're going to need to get highways. We're going to need to get large roads. Unfortunately, we can't get these yet though. So we do have a lot of roads unlocked, but we got to be careful about how we build this now. Okay, yeah, I'm okay with that. So this is what we've built so far. Oh, apparently we have crime. And I can build a police station. Crime rate's 19% right now. I think it's important that we do place one in just to make it nice and safe. Best place to put it though would be probably along the main road is what I feel like if we place it just right about here, that way we can eventually throw our... What? You can build a prison? That's interesting. Look at these cops. They have actual cop cars and everything. That's the level of detail that this game has, is like straight up proper cop cars, which is really, really cool. All right, now that we have our little road network here, what I would like to do, I think we're gonna only build like a little bit of a small zone, although I still want to get a nice big road out. Road hierarchy is important. And then let's take a look at our zoning. We have a good bit of area over here. So we're going to build some roads around that section. And I would like to use the dirt roads here. All right, now that we have our slight road network built, we might end up building another bridge around here. But I'm just going to hang tight for a second. And we're going to focus on this section here. I would like to build out a few more roads just to give some farm texture, I guess you could say. Like that zone right there could be one farm, and then we could take off from here and go like that, and that could be another farm. So I think we could place this one right here, and then we're just gonna loosely build this, and then afterwards we are gonna go ahead and make it all nice. Perfect. And right here we have one huge field. Not enough electricity, not enough water, backed up sewage. So that is something we have to fix. And there we are. Our farm is up and running. I am going to do a little bit more adjustments to it. I think that's as good as it's going to get here. Now that we have our little farm built, we're just going to give it some time, let it do its thing, and we're going to start expanding our city again. I'm just popping in to make a very quick note. I forgot to connect the main road to the farm system. So in the video, it's gonna look like the farm's working, but it's not at the moment. I have fixed that though. There will be a clip later showing that. We're gonna use one of our 6-lane roads here, and we're gonna slowly upgrade the entire city into these. We're just gonna use proper road hierarchy and slowly fix what we already created. All right, now that we have this fresh area to work with, I would like to build some road systems here. What I definitely want to do for sure is keep a barrier between this area. I don't want these roads touching at all here. I also would like to add some type of curves in here. Something like so. I think over there it was 48 and 48. We're gonna keep that design, and I would like to bring these straight up. And let's build off of this a little bit. If we go here, let's take this section to there. That's a little zone. Let's take this section up to there. That's another area. I also don't like how that is placed. Like things to be symmetrical. And then we're gonna have this road go through just a wee bit here. Something like so. That actually looks fairly good. So we're gonna leave that as it is. So we are slightly recording this at a different time. There was something I forgot to do when playing last time, and I now figured it out when I was editing the video. What we have to do is connect these roads, and I'm simply going to just connect them, but we're also going to build a little bit of residential area in this zone. I'm just going to take a... Let's actually just go from like here, and let's just connect a straight 90 to our section, and then see if that looks right. Does that look right? That does look like a straight 90. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to take our little bit of a grid tool here, and we're going to build some grids just to get some housing in here. That way there is some room for citizens to work. Put our low rent housing just up in here. And then we're going to also throw just a little bit of business down here just to have some needs. I think even let's just do those two sections, and then we can also just put normal housing that's not low rent in this little corner here. And I also think before, you know what, I think if we leave it at that, this road should be perfectly fine for this little dirt section. Now that we have the road connected and some housing being built, which is going to take some time, this might be filled within like an episode or so, our farming districts now have enough employees to run properly, and they will also now slowly start upgrading. As we can see, this one has 27 out of 32. It's already a level 2 going on to a level 3, and then this one is a level 1 going on to a level 2 with 16 employees, which is amazing to have. Let's continue working on building some area for people to live. We do have to get some zoning in, and I would like to do a mixture of try to figure out how I want to do that. Building out, we're gonna have some high rises. I think this area here will be all low housing. What do we got? These are row housing, low density housing, medium density. Let's fill some medium. I would like to take this let's not do that. Let's do that for now. We're also going to need some more commercials, so anything on arterial roads, I always throw commercial, and I always leave huge big roads like this wide open. And then in here will be the citizens area to live. 6 new tiles unlocked. Milestone 4 with $1 million, 4 upgrade points, 6 more expansion permits. We get a lot of new things. We got policies, production plan, districts, bigger loan, natural disasters, traffic, low rent housing, low district offices, which are going to be very important, grain, forestry, transportation, and so on. So let's take a small dive into this. Now we have demand for offices. So we should take a look at zoning some of those in here. Small office buildings. I think that'd be great to zone just right here. Separate the business a bit from the residential. But what I would like to do is get some farming going. So we are going to build, once again, another farm right here. And we are just going to super loosely build it and then edit it afterwards. It's looking like that's as close as it's going to get. If you have any suggestions for Big Ol' Bitty City, please leave a comment in the description and stay tuned for the next episode where we dive into the transportation tab. We'll be getting our buses set up, and we're also going to go into the development tab and possibly unlock some of these cool things that'll bring some more transportation to the city to help have better traffic, as well as bring in more tourists, which will help the city grow. If you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys next episode. Bye for now.